What up? What up? What up, world? How's everybody doing? It's week 10 of the NFL season. Can't wait. Getting started early at 11 o'clock. Well, early for you guys out on the West Coast. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. I know out here on Long Island, we had actually a couple tornadoes last night right near me. But we're all good. Everyone's, safe. Family's good. So we're all set to go for this week 10. Just to start it off, teams on a bye this week. We have Chicago, Cincinnati, the Giants, and the Houston Texans all on a bye this week. So hopefully you have all those guys out of your lineup. I'm also just want to start off by talking about what we're doing for us. So make sure you guys like and subscribe the show. For every new subscribe that we get, our very own Dustin will be donating $1 to St. Jude's Research Hospital. So please make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to our shows and to the channel. Also, one of our ambassadors, Den Boys, and his family will be pledging basically matching Dustin's dollar. So we're going to be basically donating $2 to St. Jude's. And then we have a bunch of other people that are willing to, put in money as well if we hit certain goals. And we're looking to get to 300 and higher, of course. So this is going to be going on until December 1st. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and it's going to a good cause. So make sure you guys do that. Also, just wanted to do a quick plug real quick for one of our partners with Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you guys check them out and make sure you guys use the promo code GETRIGHT. And when you do, they will match 100% of whatever your first deposit is. I think it's either $5 or $10 or more, up to $100. So they will match up to $100. They have Pick'em, where you can pick against player props and things like that. You can parlay it up to I think 20% or 20 times the amount. So make sure you guys check them out. They're a great site for a lot of places that don't have sports betting and stuff like that. Like technically New York doesn't, but you can still use it in New York, and you can get paid out. So it's a great little place. Some places are still looking to do it. I know Arizona recently just got on that list. So good for you guys. So those are my quick little things for the morning to get us started. Anthony's going to join me probably a little bit later, around probably when the Inactives and Actives come in at around 11:30, 8:30 Pacific. So we'll go from there. So I'm going to start off the day by talking about some, devastating news. We're going to start with players that are listed as out, but this is since the show. So the guys that we talked about already, I'll kind of go into that are already out. But these are guys that are just since Saturday have been out. And it's unfortunate, but the first I'm going to talk about is Robert Woods. He's out with an ACL tear that he had on Friday. Apparently he went through, he hurt his knee during practice, played out the rest of the practice, and ended up at the end of it getting his knee tested, and they said that he had a torn ACL. So, it's a tough news for a lot of owners. This is great for the Rams, who ended up just getting Odell. So they can slowly work him in. They haven't said he's going to be playing a ton of snaps. They said that they'll try to get him in on punt formations and punt returns and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't be playing him this week just because we don't know what's going to happen and how often he'll be used. I think that unfortunately unfortunate for the news for Robert Woods, but I think fortunately this, keeps Van Jefferson and Higbee at a decent, you can still use them wherever you need to. Also, Damien Harris, he is out with a concussion. They ruled him out as of Saturday. Ramondre Stevenson has cleared concussion protocol, but they still have not made him quote unquote active yet. We won't know that until game time, but he is at this point expected to play. Thankfully, it's at 1:00, and we'll know a little bit clearer. Other big news, Ben Roethlisberger is out due to COVID-19. So he will be out this week. Mason Rudolph will start for the Steelers. Um, good luck in that particular matchup if you have any Steelers. Julio Jones is also on IR this week. He got put on it on Saturday for a hamstring injury. We all kind of saw that coming in a way, just because he just keeps getting hurt. I'm surprised they continue to play him. So, get him out of your lineup if you do. Some good news. Aaron Rodgers is off COVID, so he is going to be suiting up today. And for those who don't know, and which I listed below, which is coming in right now, it's snowing in Green Bay. So it's going to be one of those wintry games. The field's tarped up right now. Normally the field is fine in Green Bay. They're very good at taking care of that field. There's also apparently the field is warmer than anywhere on the field. They actually have a warm water system underneath it or something like that keeps the field actually warm so that snow can't really accumulate as much on the field. I think like the field's at like 70 degrees or something like that. It's actually pretty cool. So beyond that, Michael Gallup also for the Cowboys is activated from IR, so he will be in this game today. Some little extra news for those for the evening game, the 4:00 game. We have Rondell Moore is listed as questionable. He is expected to play. DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray are on the same path that they were last week. Right now they are pessimistic that Kyler Murray will play at all. Same thing with DeAndre Hopkins. They are more on I'm going to put them more at like the 15%, that they might play. Like I doubt it very strongly. They all, most of the reports that are coming out do not have Kyler playing, and it looks like Colt McCoy will be starting if that's the case. Same with DeAndre Hopkins, the same exact problem. So I would avoid this situation at all costs. So if you have either one of them, I would not be playing them. They are, I put them, deep, deep, deep in my rankings this week just because there's no way that we can trust either one of them to play. For the Monday night game, we found out that Elijah Mitchell is active and will be playing in that game. His ribs are good. He's good to go. Same with George Kittle. He is good. The one person that's been ruled out is JaMychal Hasty. He will be out for that Monday night game, so be aware of that. That could mean just Jeff Wilson can get a little bit of run, but right now it's to be determined. I would really wait and see what happens here. I do love Jeff Wilson. I kept him on my bench forever on the IR, and I'm, excited that he's back. So we'll see what happens. He didn't get any snaps or wasn't on the field last week, so we'll see. A good list of players that are out as of right now is Nick Chubb. We know he's out with COVID. Demetric Felton, he's out as well with COVID. So that Browns backfield will only have Ernest Johnson and anyone else that they might have to pull up from the practice squad, which I have no idea. Alvin Kamara, he will be out today. That means Mark Ingram will get the start and get most of the carries. Unfortunately, they also have Tyron Armstead out, their Pro Bowl left tackle. He's a big part of their particular offensive line. Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski will both be out today as well. Chris Godwin, he is good. They said he's expected to play. We'll know more, of course, at 11:30. But as of right now, he is expected to play. I'm getting news right now that Rondell Moore will play today, so that's a good thing, as we were just talking about. Kyler Murray will continue. Kyler Murray and Hopkins will test at pregame, but they keep saying that they don't sound optimistic. They're looking for the big picture, so I do not think they're going to play. I think Colt McCoy did well last week, so I don't think you have to worry about that. For the Washington football team, they will be without Curtis Samuel and Montez Sweat, as I talked about on Friday. Montez Sweat is a huge part of that defensive pass rush. That's going to be a huge loss for them. Curtis Samuel really means nothing to me at this point. Tyron Smith for the Dallas Cowboys. This is a huge loss for the Cowboys. He's probably their cornerstone. offensive linemen on that team, beyond Zach Martin. Zach Martin can't do it by himself. So this is going to be a little bit of a rougher matchup for Dak. Thankfully Atlanta isn't as good as Denver was. So hopefully we'll see a little bit better of a day from Dak, but we'll see. Chase Claypool, he will be out as well. So this is basically Deontay Johnson and James Washington, which does not fare well a lot for this Pittsburgh offense that's getting Mason Rudolph, which is a huge downgrade for their team. Jamal Williams, another player that's going to be out today. He right now, this game is going to be a nightmare to watch with all these players that are out for this particular matchup. So we'll see how this goes. Chris Carson has already been ruled out as well. So this means Alex Collins will get the start, and they're going to be doing a little bit of everything in this particular, in this game. They're going to be moving people around all over the place. So Chase Edmonds is also going to be out. He's on IR. That means James Conner will be getting the start today, and a very good play in a lot of different scenarios. He has looked great coming back. Players that we think players that are expected to start today. We have Russell Wilson. He's coming back very early from his finger surgery and such. It's going to be very cold in Green Bay. Like I said, it is currently snowing. It should dissipate a little bit more towards game time, but at right now, it's going to be very cold. I don't know how that's going to help Russell today. Aaron Rodgers, like I just said, is going to be back from COVID. We have Dawson Knox coming back after breaking his hand. He should be good to go against the Jets. That's going to be a good, fun matchup for me. I have Dawson in a lot of leagues. Zach Moss is coming back. He cleared concussion protocol. So for those who were looking to get Devin Singletary in there, it's going to be a tough matchup. Not a tough matchup. It's against the Jets. So they might be able to use both. But it's kind of hard to tell which one will be more utilized. So we'll have to wait and see. Michael Gallup, like I said, is back. Eric Ebron is back as well. I think in this particular game, they're going to be running a lot of 12 man form, 12 formation, which is 2 tight ends. So be aware of that. Getting news now that it looks like Ramondre Stevenson and JJ Tyler are both on the field for warmups. Looks like they'll both be in the lineup, but we'll wait and see until 11:30 to know for sure. Trent Brown for the New England Patriots, he will be in today. He's their left tackle. That's a great sign for Mac Jones. There's a really huge pass rush coming in from Cleveland, so we'll see how that goes. Keenan Allen is expected to play as well, and of course Christian McCaffrey. So we have those coming up. Now that we got through all that, Frank saying, "Hey, first, everyone likes to get in here first." So how you doing, Frank? Hope all's well. I'm here if you want to jump on. Patrick saying, "Yo, what's going on, Patrick? How's everything going?" This is our bye week, so it's nice to be able to watch Red Zone without wanting to go back and forth to watch the Giants. So we're just waiting for things to get going here. I'm going to be later on once we go through the inactives and all that fun stuff, and all your questions and anything like that. I'm going to be going through a DFS thing like I did last time, or like what me and Anthony did last time. I'm going to do it this time. I have everything queued up, so I'll be ready to go with that, and we'll help you guys with the DFS lineup if you guys are looking forward to it. Patrick asking, any news on James Robinson? Unfortunately, no, there has not been. The only thing that we know for sure is that as of right now, he's still a game time decision. So we will not know until 11:30. They're going to leave it for the next 15 minutes. I have not gotten any news prior to this. So they basically say it's a pain tolerance issue. So we'll have to see how this goes. So soon as I seen Woods out, I hurried and snagged up Van Jefferson. Good move. Van Jefferson's a great player. And for this week, especially, I think that he's going to continue to do well in general. Now that they've lost Robert Woods, it kind of just they just replace him with Odell. I think that will work out long term. So we'll have to wait and see how it turns out, but we'll see. I have Carlos Hyde on the bench. Would you take a shot on him if he goes? Honestly, I might. I don't see why not. Indy's been susceptible to the run. I mean, who they faced the last few times? They faced Mitchell. Mitchell ran on him. Last week they held the Titans, pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I would be okay with playing him without really, thinking too much about it. Um, I currently have James Robinson, who I'm waiting to hear about. I have other things that I'm trying to figure out in my league for my, particular scenario. So, if he's available and he's on your bench, then, if you need the spot, I would play him just because there's a lot of guys out this week. And there's more than likely you'll have that issue as well. So based on who you have in your lineup, that's a tough one. If memory serves me right, you do have Ernest Johnson, if I remember correctly. If you do, I would be using Ernest Johnson. Sucks you see snow in Green Bay, and I had Metcalf going. Collins was on free agency too, but was late because now going to be a ground game. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a ground game. But Russell's going to want to throw the ball. He's coming in to play today. He's been doing all. Yeah, I remember you having him. You're playing him for sure. Ernest Johnson is a lock to play. Play him. I have him in DFS. I'm gonna be talking about him for value a little bit later for DFS. Setting up that lineup. Definitely play him if you have him. I have him in a points league. I have him in a few other leagues as well. Just because we saw what happens when he's in there by himself. So hopefully that works out. But we'll have to wait and see. Good. No, that was a good choice. I don't think you can until Hunt comes back, there's really no reason to drop Ernest Johnson. I think he is worth holding on to. P. Ryan is a great backup, but it's a better option, especially this week with their bye. So you're better off letting him go, grabbing, having somebody that's more available to help you. So that's a great grab and great, decision on your part. So hope that works out for you. Hope it works out for me. I got a lot of guys that, a lot of my stuff is depending on that. So hopefully that works out for me as well. So we got about 12 minutes until inactives and inactives. So if you guys have any questions out there for your start sit, please let me know. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to try to help you guys work through your, start and, tinkering issues at this point. Make sure you guys check out the ticker below. It will give you guys the players that are in and the players that are out and expected to play. I'll try to update that as I go. It's a little tough when it's just me. So if Ant's here, I'll make sure I update that as we go. Remember, we're also supporting St. Jude's Research Hospital, Children's Research Hospital. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. If you guys can do that, we're going to be donating essentially $2 from Dustin and them boys. They're going to be, donating this money to them up to 150 for each. So hopefully we can get, even more. I think if we did the math, it's like, if we did the math, it's like 370 something subscribers. So let's try to get up to that and higher. Let's just keep going as high as we can. This is for a great cause. So make sure you guys, mention us to your friends. Make sure they like and subscribe as well. We're trying to build this ourselves, but we're also trying to do this for a good cause. A lot of people have, extra offers in as well to put in extra money as well if we get to certain goals. So please make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Patrick goes, I have Wentz on the bench, and all I'm hearing is how he's going to have a great week, and I can't. No, see, I can't. If you have Wentz and Tom Brady, I cannot play Wentz. I like Wentz. I think he's going to do well this week. He's more for me a DFS play, or just because he's cheaper. Brady's going to be fine. So don't just leave Brady alone. Keep him, start him, always play your studs. Right now, Wentz was for you, I'm assuming, a bye week type situation. He was filling in for Brady on the bye week. So you can keep him if you want to. A lot of people don't like keeping those two QBs. But as we can see, this year has been riddled with injuries all over the place. You can never tell when and if it will happen. So you want to make sure that you have the best lineup and best players available to you so that you don't have to keep trying to get them. So you do what you got to do there, but I would definitely be playing Tom Brady if I was in your shoes. Yeah. 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 It's tough, man. Getting spanked when he's on the bench. I've had that happen too many times in my lifetime. Not with Tom Brady, but with most of my particular lineup. Oh, so we got news that James Robinson will play today. So he's good to go. So Patrick, if you're listening, James Robinson is good to go. So that's good for me. I can make some changes to my lineup and make it work for me. So James Robinson will play today. Make sure you have him in your lineup. Let me fix the ticker. So give me 1 second as I fix some information. Oh, hope everyone's doing good. Waiting for this week to go off. Or if you guys are hearing a lot of typing, I have a better mic this year. So, all right. So James Robinson will be playing today. Should I dump Hyde or hold him? I would hold on to him. And the only reason why I say that, if you're depending on James Robinson, throughout the year, he could re-aggravate this. I mean, it's a pain tolerance issue apparently. So hopefully it can't get worse, but he could have, he could during the game not feel right, and maybe next week, you have to play him. So like I said, I would hold on to him for right now. Next week, let's see who they play. I think they play San Francisco, if memory serves me. Yeah, they're playing San Francisco. So I would hold on to him for now, just because, decent schedule. They're playing, who else are they playing? They're playing, yeah, I would hold on to him. They're facing the 49ers, the Falcons, Titans a little bit later, Houston, Jets. I would just hold on to them just as an insurance policy. They have a really good schedule coming up. So for those who are just tuning in, James Robinson is active today. So make sure you guys get him in or out of your line. Whatever you guys want to do. I'm playing him today against the Colts. He's probably one of their better options. Marvin Jones is another option that could be pretty decent today. I would play him more in DFS than I would in your normal lineup. I have him currently on my regular team, so we'll see. So my two flex positions, I have Emmanuel Sanders and Von Jefferson, and have Peterson on the bench. You think Peterson is worth holding? Peterson is I would hold on to him for now. I mean, he's going to get volume. He's been in the offense a little longer. So for now, he'll learn more as he goes. So once they get once he gets a little bit more accustomed to what they're doing, I think he'll be fine. Like I said, they're putting him in as the Henry role. He will get the volume. So it's just going to take him a minute to get used to things, get his feet under him, get used to regular play. So we'll see how that goes. Neanderthal, what's going on, man? Hope everything's good. Good Hope you're getting ready for Sunday night. Raiders, enjoy that game. Okay, then Robinson or Connor? I think Connor. What about you, Mike? Honestly, I would probably have Connor just because he's a lot more healthy. And I think, yeah, I have Connor at like I have him at like 12. So in my rankings, I put James Robinson very low, waiting to hear the news. I'm going to be probably moving him up to like 25, but I would definitely be playing Connor today over that. So, Drew asking Jacoby Myers or OBJ in full PPR. Oof. I'm going to be playing Jacoby today. We don't know how much Odell is going to be used. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see. Honestly, I don't trust OBJ this week. I think he'll be viable moving forward, so don't get rid of him. But I definitely think that this week, unfortunately, you have a tough matchup for Jacoby going against Denzel Ward. But I'm more than okay with playing Jacoby this week over someone that I don't think will get many points. True. Also asking Patrick, are you my long lost cousin? Depends on where you're from. So I just noticed that too. That's awesome. I know Patrick's from over out east. So Drew, if you're out here, maybe that's funny. Patrick saying I'm stacked at running back. I have Jacobs, Montgomery, Johnson, and had Henry and Edmonds, and receivers Metcalf, Jefferson, and Cooks. Nice. You have a good lineup. Cooks is the only one that I probably don't like out of this, but Tyrod back should help him out a little bit. So that's a great lineup to have. Oh, he's from Connecticut, which is really funny because I think Patrick, if memory serves me right, you are from New Jersey. So that's very funny. Maybe you are long lost cousins. That would be really fun. Make sure you guys connect outside of here. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So he's saying he's from Jersey. So that's kind of funny. See, we're getting families together. That's what we're here for, to get long lost cousins together. Can't go wrong. So hope everyone's getting ready. We should have inactives and actives coming in shortly. We've had a few already. Like we said, James Robinson will play today. We also heard that Rondell Moore will play. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins are less likely to play. They're looking for a postseason move, and we'll see. And Patrick, I'm just going to say, if you have a name like Lario, I'm assuming you're Italian. So I'm assuming Drew is in that boat too. But that's funny. That's really funny. You just can't make this stuff up, guys. So maybe you guys are long lost cousins. Maybe it's just, yeah, like I said, reach out outside of here. Make sure you guys check, each other out. We got a question from Hayden Rittenhouse. What's going on, man? I don't think I've seen your name here before, but it's great to have you here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the show. Every like I said, is going to be going toward, or every subscription that we get, any new subscriber is going to be getting $2 towards St. Jude's Research Hospital. So please make sure. Pick 2, we have Landry, Pitts, or Kittle. Oh, that's a great question, Hayden. I think I would err more towards Pitts, and I'm going to go Pitts and Kittle. I know it's tough playing 2 tight ends. I do think that they're going to have. Yeah, Anthony's there. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with Pitts and Kittle. I know it's tough having 2 tight ends out there, but Kittle is a little bit healthier. He's going to have a good matchup on Sunday night. He usually does good in prime time. Pitts is going against Dallas, who, unless they put Trayvon Diggs on him, I think he'll have a decent day. with Landry. Okay, so we're gonna get some actives and inactives. Looks like we already know about these. Okay, it looks like we have all these people we already know about. Nothing outstanding at this point. It looks like Ramondre Stevenson is active, but Jonnu Smith is out. So Jonnu Smith is out. So make sure you take Jonnu out of your lineups. Looks like Corey Davis is active, which is good. But Ramondre Stevenson is active. Jonnu Smith is actually inactive. So this is a little bit different. Make sure you guys are aware of that. That could make Hunter Henry that's going to move Hunter Henry up in my rankings a little bit, just because he's the only guy there. So crazy to see. We're also getting Chris Godwin will be active today. So Chris Godwin is active. We got a bunch of corners and wide receivers out for the Washington football team. So you're good with Brady today. As we already know, Alvin Kamara is inactive. We already knew that ahead of time. Nick Vannett is also inactive. He's one of their tight ends. That's kind of significant, and we'll be talking about that later. So, Andrew asking also, should I pick up Matt Ryan or Kirk Cousins to replace Kyler this week? I would probably, let me see. Who do I have ranked higher? I have Matt Ryan ranked 2 spots ahead of Kirk Cousins. I would probably go with Ryan against that Dallas defense. They're short on pass rushers. I think that game's going to actually, like last year, or a year or two ago, have a lot of points going towards it. So I would feel a little bit more comfortable with Matt Ryan if you have the option to replace Kyler, for sure. Matt Ryan is a really good option. So I'd go with that. Anthony going reunited, and it feels so good. Yeah, that's awesome. What does roll up your sleeves mean? Does it have something to do with COVID? No, rolling up your sleeves mean we're just getting ready, getting started. You got to roll up your sleeves, get in there, get started, and, work hard. And, it's just us putting in the work to get everything, that we need. Looks like Cam Newton is expected to be active. He still may not play, but maybe in some packages. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think he's going to do much, so there's not much really you can do with that. Patrick also saying I dumped Edmonds. I mean, they said 4 to 6 weeks. That's around the time of the playoffs. If making him, and don't know if I can trust him coming back from injury. He was just scrapped by the scrap. Yeah. It's not a bad move, especially if you need to make room for other people. If you don't have an IR spot, then that makes perfect sense. But if you don't have an IR spot, make sure you guys are, promoting that next year to your commissioner, because you should have IR. If they don't agree with it, at least make it so that there's at least one. My league, we have a 10-team league. We have 18 rostering positions, 6 bench, 12 starting because we have IDP, and we have 2 IR spots. Last year we made 3 because of COVID, but we have it set where there's 3 IR spots. One is designated as COVID, but that's more me and my brother checking in on it. But just make sure you guys, if you don't, make sure you get them. I have 2 of them, and he's not on it yet, and needed space. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, if you feel like it's necessary to drop him, why not? I mean, if someone else wants to take the flyer on him, we'll see. I mean, they might at the end of the season not want to use him at all, and kind of do what they're doing right now with Kyler and wait. So it's not a bad move. So to recap, we have Chris Godwin. He will be in. Corey Davis, he will be in as well. Ramondre Stevenson, he will be in as well. And James Robinson. So all 4 of those guys, they're going to be in today. So that's great. Guys that are out, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Jamal Williams, Marlon Mack is actually out, which I did not know, which is good. Kamara, Curtis Samuel, and a little bit of a surprise, Jonnu Smith. He will be out today. So make sure you have Jonnu Smith out of your lineup if you had him in it for some reason. So, like I said, that's kind of big news. I was not expecting that either, but Jonnu, they were saying that they were going to use him in like running back packages and stuff. Like it didn't make any sense to me. So I don't understand that. So make sure you get the guys that are in and out of your lineup. I'm doing that currently. Looks like LaMichael Pirine is out, which it doesn't really do much for the Jets. But we'll see. Patrick said I grabbed Brandon Bolden the other day. His projection is higher than Stevenson now. It's lower, I think. Can dump him. Yeah, I mean, I like Brandon Bolden, and it's really just because Brandon Bolden will be the pass catching option. So if you have a PPR league, I'd rather have Brandon Bolden over Ramondre Stevenson, even though Stevenson can catch the ball. I just feel more comfortable with Brandon Bolden because I think Belichick trusts him. You see throughout the year that Ramondre keeps going in and out, and is a healthy and active. So I don't know. Just so you guys are aware, Ezekiel Elliott is active. He was on the injury report for most of the list week, so he wasn't really brought up. He's active, good to go. So pick 2 flex spots. We got Christian Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders, Corey Davis, Zach Moss, and Javonte Williams. Half PPR. Okay. Wow. So you got 2 Bills. I don't think I'm gonna try to get both in there. But I do like Javonte Williams, and I do like Emmanuel Sanders. I also like Christian Kirk. So for me, Corey Davis and Zach are kind of, they're kind of out for me. So going with 2 guys, Christian Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders, or Javonte Williams. Let's see who I ranked higher for here. I think I have Javonte. Yeah, I have Javonte at set. I have Melvin and him at 16 and 17 this week going against Philly. So I think I'm going to go Javonte Williams, and I think I'm going to go with the upside of Emmanuel Sanders. I know he goosed everybody last week. This is the Jets. Remember that. And the Bills are going to be going against Bills are going against the Jets. I can't see. They went against the Jaguars and lost last week. I understand that. They're going to come back with a vengeance. So make sure you have them. I'm playing Cole Beasley and Dawson Knox and Stephon Diggs in one of my leagues. I don't know how smart that is. It kind of relies only on Josh Allen, but I'm doing that because I kind of need to. I don't really have much of an option. So anyway, so now that we kind of got through all that, and started to do a few things, we, kind of got a lot of these questions out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my FanDuel real quick, and we're going to do a DFS lineup. So if you guys are cool with that, we're going to be doing that today. Let me just make sure I'm set here. Give me 1 sec while I set up the screen a little bit better so you guys don't see me looking weird. So give me 1 second. There we go. All right. So DFS today. I'm just going to do something simple. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm a weirdo when it comes to this stuff. I don't have a ton of money, but I want to be able to get you guys in a lineup for this week. So one of my value plays this week, we have for quarterback, we have Jalen Hurts at $7,700 versus Denver. That's very good for this price. Like we were talking about before, Carson Wentz against Jacksonville. That's another good matchup, another good value play. And also Matt Ryan versus Dallas. That's another really good play as well. I think for today, we're going to go, I think I'm going to play, for this particular lineup, why don't we go with Carson Wentz, get him set in there. I also like stacking. So for me, I'm going to be going with the good price of Michael Pittman at 7,200. I think that's a great thing. Oh, we got Neanderthal flexing Antonio Gibson, Devin Peoples Jones, and or Ty Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I might take it. I mean, it's if it's full PPR, I would probably, or half PPR, I might go Donovan Peoples. But if it's standard, I might go Gibby just because he's the better athlete, but it doesn't mean he's going to do well. They have, a lot going on over there. So just so you guys are, we had Martin on here saying that this could hurt him long term. So I'm not really, uh, no, I'm going to stick with Donovan Peoples for both. I think there's just more upside. Tampa Bay will, they're good at shutting the run down. They're coming off the bye. So, yeah. So, Patrick saying I had Peoples Jones and dumped him for Van. Yeah. I mean, I think Peoples Jones should do fine today against New England. They're not going to be looking to stop him. They're going to be looking to stop the run. So it could leave things a little bit open. We'll see. So I know that Anthony showed last week how he makes his lineup. This is how I make my lineup. I like picking my quarterback first. I like stacking him with who I feel is the best option on that team. In this case, it's Michael Pittman for sure. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to figure out my defense right now as well. I think I'm going to spend down a little bit this week on defense, even though against better judgment, I might want to go a little bit higher, but I think I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns this week, just because I think that will be a good matchup to exploit in New England. Hey, do you think OBJ, Pole Day, Tanya Harding work? Yeah. I see that everywhere. I see that meme and that setup everywhere. I actually made a picture of Odell's dad sitting in the end zone waiting for Robert Woods. Who knows? I hope not. Next, let's go to our running back and figure out what we're going to do here. Like I said, a couple of really huge, really cheap options. We have Jordan Howard, who is at 5,900 versus Denver. We have Javonte Williams is 5,800 versus Philadelphia. We also have the big, Ernest Johnson, who we were just talking about, 5,400 versus New England. That's incredibly cheap. Now that we know more about the Patriots running backs, we have Brandon Bolden at 5,100. We have Ramondre Stevenson at 5,400 versus Cleveland. I would maybe not go towards one of them just because it's a tougher defense to face. Also, some guys that you can kind of maybe pay up for a little bit is Zeke for 8,000. That's actually pretty good. Versus Atlanta, we have Moss and Singletary. They're both at 6,000. Mark Ingram is another one at 5,500, and Alex Collins. Those guys are incredibly cheap. So for today, let's see what we're going to do here. We got Connor here at $7,000 as well. That's a pretty good price for him. But I'm gonna pay down for. Let me see what I want to do. I'm gonna go with D'Ernest here, and I'm also gonna go with. You guys can see me. You guys can see me pivot in these. I think I'm going to play Jordan Howard here. Spread the love a little bit. Good matchup. I think I'm going to stick with Jordan Howard here. Wide receiver. Let's see what we can do here. A couple of good receiving options. Terry McLaurin at 7,100. That's a great play against Tampa Bay. Jamal Agnew is a really, really deep dive. 5,300. He seems to be the guy that they target. Even though I think today Marvin Jones could have a decent day, so we'll have to wait and see. Cole Beasley is 6,100. That's great price for him. We already picked Michael Pittman, and also Mike Williams at 6,900. I think that's a huge steal for him today. You also have guys like Mike Evans, who you see in front of you. He's at 7,400 going against Washington. I think I'm going to throw him in my lineup as well. And I'm also going to go with someone a little bit lower on the totem pole just because we used all that money on those two. I think I'm going to stick with Cole Beasley. I like the matchup. I like the player. I like how he's a PPR type player. So right now I can spend up to $8,000 on each player. I got 16 remaining. So with this, I'm going to look at what I got here. And as you can see, Kyle Pitts is at 6,900. Yes, that's a steal in a way, but I don't trust his particular matchup. I think I'm going to go with a safer floor here with Dalton Schultz. But another good play in this particular matchup is, as you can see here, Dan Arnold at 5,100. You know what? I think I'm going to pull the trigger. Go with Dan Arnold. And that leaves me with a lot of money left over, which I wasn't really thinking about. So, you know what? I'm going to go back up to Dalton Schultz just because that will, I still got 10 grand to play with. I think I'm going to go and play the guy that the number one running back all year. Go with Jonathan Taylor right there. I still have $600 remaining. I can see if I want to upgrade this defense a little bit. And you know what? I'm going to go with the Bills just because, why not? So got my lineup in, everything's set. So like I said, I did Carson Wentz, Ernest Johnson, Jordan Howard, Michael Pittman, Mike Evans, Cole Beasley, Dalton Schultz, Jonathan Taylor, and the Buffalo Bills. So that's my lineup for one of my DFSs. I have a few others that I set up as well. I'm not going to talk about those because I don't know who's listening on my particular group, Anthony. But for my other leagues, I'm all set up. I'm running a few other ones. Josh Allen is probably one of my other top guys that I'm playing. Jalen Hurts is another one. I have one that's set up. That's Jalen Hurts, James Conner, things like that. So, definitely worth looking into. So if you guys have any questions, let me know about that. Let me know if you have any other questions. So we'll see. Patrick talking about OBJ wants a Super Bowl. Don't want to put the work in hell to be hurt. The guy he's been third, first overall pick, thrown to him. Yeah. Very true. He's been trying. Yeah. I didn't even think about it that way. He's had the, 3 first overall picks thrown to him. That's crazy. He's trying with the Packers. Heard he tried to get Antonio Brown to talk to Brady. Yeah, I doubt that. He left New York, Cleveland on pace with Land. Yeah. So it is what it is with Odell. I'm glad he's gone. Sick and tired of him in New York. So glad he's moved on to where he is. So right now we're just kind of, anything you guys have, any questions, anything that you guys want to talk about, we're here for you, here to talk up till about 12:30. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. So make sure you guys check us out. Make sure you guys are listening. Like I told you guys before, Underdog Fantasy, make sure you guys check them out as well. For anyone that's new that wants to register for them, make sure you guys use the promo code GETRIGHT. And when you do, they will match whatever you put down. So I think from $10 to $100, they will match 100% of it. So make sure you guys check them out. Use the promo code GETRIGHT. They do pick'ems for these games. You can pick against player props. They do daily as well, but they do more of a best ball drafting type style where you draft your team with other players to make your lineup. And then you also have other sports. They do golf, they do hockey, they do basketball. All these things are coming up. All these things are going on. So they have a bunch of stuff for that as well. They already did their midseason stuff back in week 6. So all great things in this particular app. So make sure you guys check them out. Use our promo code, and like I said, you will get, they will match 100%. Make sure you check out the link in the description to register. That will, get to where you need to be. Also, make sure you guys check out the description for our particular community at Sleeper. We have a wonderful community there that can help with all your needs, all your stuff, all your lineup decisions. We have a wonderful community with ambassadors, myself, Anthony, Dustin, even Frank's in there sometimes without the notifications on. He'll jump in there once in a while. But we have the community set up. I do injury reports Wednesday through Friday the best I can. My app has been not working with good old Android 12 because I just upgraded my phone. So Anthony asking from home, is Kirk a must start without Hopkins and more banged up? I think so. AJ Green will be there. Moore is playing, so he will be playing in this particular matchup. I like Christian Kirk a lot. I'm playing him in one of my lineup, in one of my leagues, just because one, he's one of my better options, and two, I think he's a really good play in general. He's a really good receiver, and I think he did admirably last week with AJ Green out. I also think AJ Green is a good choice as well this week, just because he's taking over that number 1 spot, and he's been getting a decent amount of targets each week. So I think AJ Green is also somebody that is, if he's available, because people might have dumped him last week after he was, on the COVID list, he might be available too. So I like AJ Green in general. They are facing Carolina. The hardest part about this is that Carolina is very good. They have very good corners with CJ Henderson and Stephon Gilmore, who they just got. They have Jeremy Chin as well. I honestly like Kirk a little bit more if they're going to be putting Gilmore on AJ Green. So for me, I like Kirk a lot in this particular matchup. They might have to struggle a little bit, but they did very well last week. I do think that you can use one of these two guys, except for Rondell Moore. He's very inconsistent. But I think that Christian Kirk has been going a little bit more up, and you can see a little bit better production from him. So to answer your question, yes, I think he is. I do think he's a must start with Hopkins out. But we'll have to wait and see. I do think he will be out today. Also, I just saw Josh Reynolds is out. I know for some people that doesn't matter. Josh Reynolds is one of the new receivers for the Detroit Lions. He will be out today. He was picked up by them late in the year, or late last week. So just another guy to be aware of that is out. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my rankings accordingly with players being in and out. Not moving a lot of guys, up and down. There's not much I can really move. So if you guys wanted to look at my rankings, it's on the website. So make sure you guys check out getrightff.com. We have our website that has a bunch of articles from Andrew, our writer. He's been doing a lot more lately compared to me. I've been on here helping you guys out. But make sure you guys check out the articles that he's been writing. Make sure you guys check out the fan shop. We have a ton of, Get Right merchandise as well. Make sure you check them out. Order, shirts and things like that. I have mine coming shortly, which is great. And glad Anthony could hook me up with that. I really do appreciate it. But make sure you guys check out the store. There's a lot of great options on there to have. Um, you know, make sure it's supporting us. So make sure you guys, like I said, like we tell you guys all the time, we don't get paid for this. So help us out, help us build this channel. That's one way to help. Also check out our rankings. Anthony, me, and Frank. Dustin's getting in there too. So make sure you guys, take care of that and, take a look at it. We post our rankings. I pretty much do them on Sunday. I usually go with consensus and then I go from there, just because I do have a life outside of here. I don't have a lot of time. So, Anthony at home asking, my other options instead of Kirk are Gage, Howard, Anderson, and Pascal. So I'm going to take Gage, Droppy, and Pascal out of there. And to me, it's Kirk and Jordan Howard. If it's standard, I would go. If it's standard, I might go Jordan Howard just with volume. But I do like Kirk. He's asking Kirk over all those guys. Yeah. So Den Boys is agreeing. What's up, Den Boys? How you doing? He's saying Kirk. I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of like Howard more if it's standard. If it's PPR, I'd be a little bit more inclined for Kirk. But I'm pretty good with either one of those two options. I don't think you can trust Gage, Anderson, or Pascal in any of these matchups. But if this is your this is your full PPR, yeah, then I'm gonna go Kirk. Just because he'll definitely get more options. Anthony telling everybody get your Get Right t-shirt. They're out there. They're there. They look great. I can't wait to get mine. They come in different colors. They come in different sizes. Everything. Make sure you guys check them out. Make sure you check out the store. I think they have mugs in there and a whole bunch of other stuff. So make sure you guys check them out. Sorry, I've been talking for an hour straight. I need a break. So yeah, make sure you guys check out the website for all that, merch and all that stuff. It would be great to have. So yeah, we're just waiting till kickoff. So if you guys have more questions or any things that you need, I'm here for another half hour to help you guys out with your particular lineups. For those who don't already know, we have Chris Godwin, Corey Davis, Ramondre Stevenson, and James Robinson all will be active today. I didn't get a chance to update the tracker below, but those players are active. Players that are out. One big name that we didn't know about is Jonnu Smith. He will be out today. I don't think a lot of people were playing him, but he's out. That's kind of a little bit of a boost to Hunter Henry. And it kind of puts a little bit of a damper on the rest of the offensive team just because of, 12 personnel. If they're in there, they, help with the run and all that stuff. But I think this also makes it a little bit easier for you to play Brandon Bolden if you have him. If you weren't able to get Ramondre Stevenson, Bolden isn't a horrible option. He will be the quote unquote James White of this offense. And in this particular case, I think that it's not a bad move to, pass out to, to have little dump passes out because Cleveland's going to be coming with that pass rush. They have 27 sacks on the year and they're second in the league. So Perry Williams, what's going on, man? We got start Pitts, Goddard. Okay, so let's start with that. Pitts or Goddard? Oof. I think I'm going to go Goddard here. I like the matchup better. They don't have many linebackers out in Denver compared to, if Dallas decides to put Trayvon on Pitts because he's more of a receiver. We'll have to wait and see, but I like Goddard a little bit more. I think I have Goddard and him like back to back in my rankings, if memory serves me right. I've got it like a step. I've got it like a step below, but I like Goddard a little bit better in this matchup. I might move him up. So start DJ Moore, Cole Beasley, Donovan Peoples-Jones, or one of the tight ends you didn't pick. Glad to be back. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here, Perry. I'm going to go with Cole Beasley. Oof. That's a tough one, man. It's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say DJ Moore with PJ Walker as the quarterback today. Like, honestly, that's hard for me to, not. He's a talented player, but with PJ Walker, it definitely brings things down a little bit. Donovan Peoples going against New England. That's tough. Cole Beasley's a lock for me. You can play him without a problem. Would I play Pitts above any of those guys? I might. You know what? I'm going to go Cole Beasley and Pitts. So Pitts, Goddard, Cole Beasley. Run with that 12 personnel. See what happens. It's just really hard to trust DJ Moore these days. I love the player. I love the talent. Just it's really hard to trust. So we got Jonah. What up, man? How's everything going? He's kind of in the same boat. And he's asking Donovan Peoples Jones, Hilton, or Beasley. Go with Beasley, man. Beasley. Good old Beasles. I'm going with him. He's my guy. I have him in a league. Guy got, I think, 11 targets for 8 receptions. I don't care. Dawson Knox is back. He's their main underneath guy. And I think, he'll be used a lot more just in general. So I know he has a rib injury. He's active. He's fine. So go with him. Patrick talking about what I was talking about before, that the Rams are going to use him in punt returns. So if you have him, I don't know if that means you just punts. And yeah, honestly, he's just going to be out there for a couple of plays. I don't think he's going to be using, I don't think he's going to be used a lot. So I think this is something that you have to avoid at this point. Do not get rid of him, but keep him on your bench this week. Don't use OBJ unless you absolutely have to. But honestly, I think you can find better options. Oh, we got my boy Christian in here. What's going on, brother? Got 3. So got 3. Need to start 2. Renfro, Devontae Smith, and Mark Ingram. So Renfro, I'm definitely starting Renfro without even thinking twice. I'm playing Renfro. And I think I'm going to go with Mark Ingram here. He's going to get a lot of, I think the Saints are the 3rd highest in rush rate, if memory serves me right. Right behind the Browns. I know that they're facing Tennessee, who have been, their defense has been a little bit better, but I like Mark Ingram with the volume increase. And I just, Devontae is just hit or miss for me. Jalen Hurts, just the worst quarterback, worst quarterback I've ever seen. Best for fantasy, worst for real life. So I'm going to be sticking with Hunter and Mark Ingram. So my thoughts as well. Thanks, brother. Anytime, man. I'm here every day, every Sunday, 11 to 12:30 to help you guys out with your lineups. Remember, the guys are also here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm here on Friday. Mondays, they go through waiver picks. They're here at 9:30 Pacific time, 12:30 Eastern. And then on Wednesdays, we do roster construction and trades, buys, sells, things like that on Wednesday. Same time, 9:30. And then on Friday, we do start sit and game breakdowns with me and Anthony. We're here. We break it down with you guys on those Fridays. We're here until 4 a.m. Hopefully not every week, but most of the time we're up real late talking, breaking down those matchups. That's what we're here for, to help you guys. So, and then we're back here on Sunday to go through what we're doing now. So make sure you check us out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, like I said, and make sure you guys check out the Sleeper channel as well. If you're not a part of it, that's a great place to go. We have a lot of great people in that community that are looking to help everybody. You post something up in the thread, everyone's going to be jumping in and helping you out. So Patrick is saying Ruggs is done for good, right? No chance he'll ever come back. No, Ruggs is done for his life. There is no way in hell he'll be back in the NFL. He is going the way of the dodo. So don't want to get into the whole Ruggs thing again. What he did was stupid, and hope everyone learns a little bit of a lesson from him. Him and Arnett, who made some dumb choices. Do think that game tonight is going to be a great one. So Neanderthal, I know, is going to be rooting for the rooting for the Raider Nation, good old black hole. Will be played in Los Angeles, Las Vegas. So that should be fun. So we got not Jaden at all. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you before, but like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. We're donating $2 to St. Jude's Research Hospital for every new subscriber. So make sure you guys, like and subscribe to this. Should I put in Landry or Devontae Smith? PPR, and Smith had 24 points last week. No, I'm not saying that what I'm trying to say with him is he can have those 24, point games, or he cannot. Landry's a little bit safer. He's definitely a good option. Unfortunately, going against Belichick, it's tough. That's a tough matchup. Right now, let me double check how Denver is against the pass. So Denver is about middle of the road against the pass this week. They're 17th ranked. You know what? I'm going to go with Devontae Smith here. It's just Patriots are pretty decent against the pass. They're 12th. I think I have Smith ranked higher than Landry. Anyway, Landry kind of dropped down my board a little bit. Where do I have? I'd go Devontae Smith. I have him at 26 on my rankings. So I would go him over Landry. So hope that's helpful. Hopefully, that can work out. Demgoy is asking Gallup or Javonte. I like Javonte, man. I like him. I like Gallup too, but he's coming off the injury. We don't know how he's going to be used. Dak not having Tyron Smith kind of messes with everything a little bit. Tyron, as you know, is the cornerstone of that particular offensive line. We all know that that's a really huge loss to that offense. So I do think that this kind of hurts their, offensive production a little bit. I know Atlanta doesn't have much of a pass rush, so it could neutralize it a little bit. But I like Javonte. He's been consistent. Him and Melvin Gordon do well. So I'm pretty good with Javonte here. So that's my answer to that. I know you don't like hearing that being a Cowboys fan, but I think you can agree with me that it's going to be a little bit of a shootout there. So I understand that's why you're thinking about Gallup. I just like Javonte. I guess the best way I can put it is Javonte is definitely a safer floor for me. Gallup is definitely a higher ceiling. But coming off an injury, it's tough. They kind of eased him back. I think he came back later than what they expected him to. So I'm sticking with Javonte here. I like the guy. I wish I had him in a bunch of leagues. Unfortunately, I don't. So I think that he'll take over that backfield next year. And I think Gordon's out of there. So we'll see. So we're getting closer to game time. It's 12:08. We got another hour till game time, another 20 minutes for me to be on here. So make sure you guys have any questions, please ask. I'm here for that. Jaden, I hope that was or not Jaden at all. I hope that helped you with Javonte Smith. I'm, Christian, I'm still sticking with Hunter and Ingram. I just like them better, especially in PPR. So hope everyone's doing good today. It's a beautiful day out. For those who are out on Long Island, we had a couple of tornadoes. So hopefully everyone's safe. Christian, I hope you guys did well after those tornadoes. I know they're a little farther south of you. So hopefully everything's good there. But the rest of the country looks all right. For those who don't know, it's snowing in Green Bay. So that 4:00 game is going to be a snowy one. So might be a little bit more of a ground game. Kyle Flint, what's going on, brother? I've never seen you, so I'm glad that you're here. Make sure you subscribe to the video. Like I said, we are donating $2 to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So make sure you guys like and subscribe for every new subscriber. So Diggs or McLaurin, both are great. Both are good matchups. I'm going to be sticking with Diggs. I have Diggs ranked at 5. I have McLaurin at 11. So they're both great options, but I'm going to stick with Diggs. Better matchup. Hopefully they can get him the ball. So, we'll see. Yeah, man. Luckily, nothing here. Hope you good as well. Yeah, no, we're good. We're here. So I'm good. Power on. I'm north. I'm all the way up in. I'm in Middle Island. So for me, I'm good to go. Oh, I didn't know that. So great to see. Great to hear. Great to see. Welcome back. Like I said, I haven't seen your name up here, but it's great to see you. Glad to have you a part of it. But yeah, not Jalen, not Jaden at all. Teddy Bridge or my man Matty Stafford. Oh my God, no question. No, just it's Stafford. Just always Stafford. You don't even have to think twice. Don't worry about last week. Last week was a conundrum. No. Matthew Stafford. Every day, all day. That's an easy one. Don't ever give up on Matty Stafford right now. I'm a big fan of him. Have him in a league. He lost me my week last week by 3 points. All he had to do was throw to Higbee. All he had to do was get that Higbee touchdown. Goddamn refs. Screwing me out. Just screwing me out of points. Very upset. But hopefully, we have better things happening today. So we got them boys back. One more, Bolden, Renfro, or Kirk. So if you're going to go with one of those particular options, I like Renfro. Just Renfro is one of my biggest, one of my biggest options in my rankings. I have him at 21. I could probably bump him up to 18 or 19 if I really want to. Christian Kirk is just a tad lower. He is currently at 33. So I'm just I'm good with Hunter. I'm gonna be I'm upset that I didn't grab him earlier. He's taken away targets from Darren Waller. We all saw week 1, 19 targets, Darren Waller. Darren Waller hasn't been doing that lately. They have been using Hunter Renfro a lot more. So I'm gonna definitely say Hunter Renfro. Neanderthal, Stafford was awesome last week. Ask Dustin. Hey man, I had him too. I wasn't thrilled. James Martin, what's going on, brother? How's everything going? Would you start Carson Wentz or Russell Wilson? Ooh, that's a great question. I don't trust Russell with the finger. I actually have Carson Wentz ranked a spot ahead of him. I think he has a better matchup. I think that Wilson might have a tough time. He could easily re-aggravate the injury. He's coming back from what Stefan Bell said this morning. He's coming back in half the time. I am definitely going with Carson Wentz here, and we'll have to wait and see. It's cold out in Green Bay. It's snowing in Green Bay. I think they're going to stick to the run game. I also think that they're going to try to preserve him as much. I think Wilson pushed for this more than the team did, and I don't know if that's a good thing. So I would be sticking with Carson Wentz here. Great matchup against Jacksonville. We did see what they did against Buffalo, but that doesn't mean that it will happen here. I think that Indy and Buffalo are, pretty good offenses, to be, completely honest. But I think that they can do well against this Jacksonville team. So Not Jaden asks, for my flex, should I put Scary Terry or Darrell Williams? Ooh, that's a great question. I like Terry. I really do, but I don't trust the quarterback as much as I do with someone like Darrell Williams, who's going against the Raiders. And normally for a flex, I like to trust the running back a little bit more because of volume. Because unfortunately, wide receivers aren't guaranteed anything. My busy. Let me see. If it's PPR, I might go. If it's PPR, I'm going to go with Darrell Williams. If it's standard scoring, maybe Terry, but I like Darrell Williams a little bit more than both of these. So that's what I would do. Sorry I couldn't get on this morning, guys. Busy morning with the family. Big shout out to Classic Mike for holding it down. That's what I'm here for, brother. We know that. It's all good. I know how Sundays are for a lot of people. So no worries here. I'm always here to help, holding it down for the crew. Always here to help you guys. That's why I love doing this. I love helping out everybody with their lineups. That's why I do it. So Woody the Badger, what's going on, man? Pick 2, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, or Henderson in the PPR. Well, for a full PPR. I'm going Henderson for sure. That's right there. Done. I'm going to go Cooper over Deontay. I don't trust Mason Rudolph in any shape, way, or form. I just don't. Even though it's a great matchup against Detroit, I just don't trust Mason Rudolph. I like Amari Cooper a lot better. I do like Darrell Henderson. I'm going to go with that. So hope that was helpful. Hope you do well this week. I think they said snow will be done by noon, game time, but I think they have 4:25. They may have that snow off the field. Yeah, no. I'm not worried about the snow in general. They said it might come back game time, which is like 3:30 for them. Honestly, the field is warmer than anywhere else on the field. They have a hot water system underneath the field that keeps the field warmer. So thanks, man. Thank you for helping me. Very underrated. Earned yourself a sub and a like. Good luck and stay safe, man. I'll be back next week. Great to hear. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that. I love hearing stuff like that. We definitely are very underrated. We have a really good group of guys, including myself, which I think. But honestly, we're here for you guys. We're here to help set your lineups. We do the work. We have all the, the tools to do that. So we're here to help you guys. So not Jaden at all. Thanks so much for your like and subscribe. Good luck this week on week 10. If you ever have questions, and like I said, join the Sleeper channel. It's a great community that we have. We're there for you guys. We have all these guys that are mostly that you see in the, in the chat. Them boys and a bunch of other guys are all in these, the chat. Anytime you guys need help, they're always there. So Dylan's out there. What's going on, Dylan? I obviously got to start the Ernest over Stevenson and Myers, right? Oh yeah, for sure. No. Start the Ernest Johnson without a problem. I just get the feeling this is going to be an ugly game. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's going to be a crap game. But it is what it is. Anthony saying, much appreciated for the like and subscribe. Like I said, thank you so much for it. But at the same time, it's a great cause. Like I said, we're donating $2 to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And like I said, it's $1 from Dustin and $1 from them boys. They're going to be matching each other as much, up to $150. So we want to go higher. So just keep on going. Hopefully we can get more people. I'm going to be putting in money once we get to a certain point as well. Or even if we don't, it doesn't matter. We're going to be putting in something. Just make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're trying to build ourselves, but we're also trying to do it for a good cause. So please make sure you guys like and subscribe us. Like Jaden said, we are very underrated. That's what, I'm here to help you. So, at the end of the day, you guys are setting your own lineups. I'm just here to give you my take on it, my thought process, how I feel about it. So, at the end of the day, you guys are the real ones winning those leagues. So hopefully we can get some wins out here. Hopefully this week I can get a win. Being what is it? One of my 1-8 in one of my leagues, but I'm 9-0 in another one. So, and I'm leading the listener. Well, I'm third in the listener league. So I'm trying. We're here to help you guys. We're definitely here to help. We're here to make sure you guys have the best lineup in. So we are a best kept secret. But here's the thing. We don't really want to be a secret anymore. We want to build up. So I understand the concept of keeping everybody, keeping us to yourselves. Don't spread us out. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We're here for you. No. Not yet. I'm facing them boys this week. In the listener league, we have a pretty good matchup. I'm excited. Right now, it has me at 62% to win them boys. 62% to win projection-wise. We have a pretty good lineup set up. Josh Allen versus Russell Wilson, Najee and Cordell Patterson versus Melvin Gordon and Alex Collins. Got Terry McLaurin and Amari Cooper going against Mike Evans and Adam Thielen. I think that's going to be the big matchup there. I'm playing Higbee over Dawson Knox this week, going against Kittle because I wanted to have a Monday night game against you. And then Brandon Bolden, putting him in today with PJ Walker, who I spent way too much money on. So we have that going this week. So I'm excited. So Patrick saying, thanks, man. Good luck. See you next week. Go Big Blue. Yeah, we got Monday night versus the Bucks. So, oh, wait, they can't lose today. Yeah, so it is what it is. Picked up Ito Benjamin last night. When he pops off his Chase Edmonds replacement, it's going to look great. Yeah, I agree. I like Ito. I think he's worth a pickup anywhere. So, give us a listener league update and this week's matchups. So this week's matchups, we got myself versus them boys. We got the two get right, Anthony, the Rasta going against Fish and Frank. So we got that matchup going right now. They're at 18-15. So that's going to be a good matchup. We got Ryan M. Hick going against Lord of Fanta. Lord of Fanta is up by 9.7, but it still has Ryan M. Hick projected at 72%. We got NYG guy going against Dustin. And it looks like NYG guy is up 17 points to Dustin, but Dustin looks like to be projected at 64%. So we'll see how that goes. We got Wilson, who is number 2 in the league right now, going against the number 4, Luke Camp. So we got that. And we have Calbeck going against Magoats. So that should be a good matchup there as well. Them boys saying I lost Kamara, so I might be a little screwed. Yep. Sorry, guy. That is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. We got James Martin asking Packers, Cleveland Saints, Eagles, or I guess you might have picked Cleveland twice. I'm going to go with Cleveland. Cleveland out of this particular group. I'm playing Cleveland. I'm pretty pumped about them today. I originally had the Titans defense in, but I had to use Mark Ingram, so I'm not really good with that. So I think I should dump Peterson. I feel Titans is a stretch now. Honestly, I don't think you should dump him yet. Give him a minute. I know they're going against a good defense, but definitely give him a second. Let him get acclimated into the offense. So Drew saying, great stream as always. Go Giants, and thanks for reuniting me with my long-lost cousin. That's what we're here for, brother. Reuniting families and making sure that, I got 3. Actually, I had 4 Giants fans in this particular one. Yeah, love it. Don't usually get that. I'm usually surrounded by Cowboys fans. Anyway, Jonah, going Marvin Jones or Beasley? I think I'm going to be going with Beasley here. I like Marvin Jones, but unfortunately, he's been underproducing lately. I love Beasley. He's been consistent and staying in a good threshold, especially if it's PPR. I'm going with Beasley. Dylan going, I wish the Vikings would have sat Dalvin. Hold on. Ooh. So Jay Glazer is saying that rookie wide receiver Shornwick, I can't pronounce his name. Skowroneke is going to fill in for Robert Woods. Interesting. So it is what it is. So Dylan saying, I wish the Vikings would have sat Dalvin today. I don't care about his situation. I'm just trying to roster Madison without playing. Yeah, I don't blame you. A lot of people are like that. Drew, you're bad, bud. Yeah. No, it is what it is. So Monir N, how you doing, bro? Never seen you before. Make sure you like and subscribe to the show. Like I said, we're doing this for a great cause. Every new subscriber, we're giving $2 to St. Jude's Research Hospital. So please make sure you like and subscribe and check us out in the description. We got Sleeper Channel, the whole deal. So check us out. He's asking Javonte Williams or Van Jefferson or McKissick. So I'm going to pick one out of those, and I'm going to go Javonte Williams. Just like his volume, he's consistent. Van Jefferson's a little hit or miss. I understand, I understand what just happened with with Robert Woods and everything, but I just feel a little bit more comfortable with Javonte. He's the safer play in my opinion. Van Jefferson's more of a, higher ceiling, but I like Javonte a lot today. Then you're going and asking about Higbee or Freiermuth. Ooh, two great tight ends that I like. And for those who don't already know my love for both of these guys, I think I'm going to have to stick with Higbee with all this news that came out with Robert Woods out. It kind of upgrades Higbee a tad. Freiermuth could be a good check down option for Mason Rudolph, but Ebron's in there. I think they're going to run a lot of 12 personnel personally. So it's a good option. I'm going to go with Higbee, though. I like Higbee's upside. So my boy Christian going, let's go Big Blue. Yeah, next week. Next week on Monday night. We get a primetime game. Yeah. Should be fun. Rams rookie wide receiver or Beasley. Nah, I'm going to go with Beasley. Like Beasley. Big fan. This week has been a scramble because of Kamara and Chubb both going down. Yeah, it has been. I have D'Ernest in one league and I have Ingram in another. So I did my best to make sure to pick those guys up. They're going to get a lot of volume today. I really do like Ernest Johnson. I really do like Mark Ingram. I think both teams are 2 and 3, second and third in rush rate. I think Saints are second and Cleveland is third, if memory serves me right. So I'm playing both of them. They're going to have to run, to keep guys off the field, but Titans, they're not really, for the Saints, keeping the Titans off the field doesn't do much. And they're not facing guys like, Aaron Rodgers or, those top names like Brady and all them. So I think they're just going to do it to slow the game down a little bit. They're both really good running backs in D'Ernest and Mark Ingram. Now that he has the opportunity to be the guy, I think he'll be fine. So definitely looking forward to those matchups today. So check them out. They're definitely really good DFS plays as well, both Mark Ingram and Ernest Johnson. They're very cheap, especially on FanDuel. FanDuel, like I said, they are how much? FanDuel, I have them at Mark Ingram at 5,500 and Ernest Johnson at 5,400. So great plays today. Ooh, we got the Nerd Huddle in the house. What's going on, boys? Make sure you guys check out the Nerd Huddle as well. They have a great group. They have Martin, who we had on here the other day with Dynasty Pylon, and they have a bunch of other shows as well to check them out. Where are you ranking Moss this week? With buys, I had to start him. Yeah, honestly, I have Zach Moss and Singletary literally right next to each other. I have Moss at 18 right now and Singletary at 20. So they're right next to each other. It's hard to really rank those two just because of their usage. Moss is consistent, but with the injury, it's hard to tell. So we'll have to see. Oh, of course, man. Anytime. You guys are a great show. Great lineup. So check them out. Make sure you guys look towards them as well. Like I said, love Martin. Have him on here all the time. I'm on him I'm on his show too. They do IDP. So if you guys do IDP, definitely check them out. They're one of the rare groups that are out podcast wise that are doing IDPs, and they know their shit. They know what they're talking about. So definitely, I hit him up all the time. He loves it. Not really. But he definitely helps me out with a lot of stuff. So definitely check out Dynasty Pylon. They're usually on Wednesdays. They do a lot of other shows too. Lunch hours and a bunch of other stuff. I think Martin did one on Saturday as well. So just check him out. He's one of the hardest working guys I've ever seen. He's in the Army. He does all these things, so it's great. Tank's over there with the rest of the Nerd Huddle that do great things. I love checking them out. They invite me on to do, all types of stuff here and there. So great to have you guys. Always love having you guys. I know it's tough when we have a show at the same time, but it's only because this is just how the morning goes. So it's all good. Jonah asking Moss, Ingram, Hines, Singletary, Bolden. Start 2. I'm going to go with Ingram for sure. And I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go Singletary. Yeah. I think I'm going to go Singletary. I have Moss ranked higher, but I like Singletary. For some reason, I like it. I don't think the teams were preparing for him. So we'll see. Yeah, Nerd Hurdle saying, "Oh, Martin loves talking IDP." Yes, he does. Me and him get along very well talking about defensive side of the ball, but I think that defense, the defensive side of the ball means a lot. So definitely. Oh, Patrick, I didn't know. Army vet here. Very cool. 2011 to 2019 infantry. Nice. Thank you for your service and happy Veterans Day to you. I know that was on Thursday, but happy Veterans Day. Martin is, like I said, part of the Army. He's back and forth all the time. He also goes to school. He plays football. He does podcasts. He does everything. Definitely check them out. They're a great group of guys. Him and Mark do a great job on Wednesdays with Dynasty Pylon. And like I said, Nerd Huddle does has a great lineup of other shows as well. So check them out. James Martin asking Peoples Jones, Ayuk, Van Jefferson, and Elijah Moore start 3. Oof. I don't like any of them. I'm going to go with Peoples Jones for 1. I think I'm going to go with Elijah Moore for 2. And I think I'm going to, unfortunately, have to go Brandon Ayuk. And I hate saying that because I don't feel comfortable about it. Brandon Ayuk is just one of those people that it's just so hard to read how, what he's doing and how he's doing it. I just don't feel comfortable. Happy Veterans Day to everyone else. Nerd Huddle saying thank you for your service. Like I said, thank you for your service. All veterans out there. This is, the salute to service is this, this whole month. So NFL doing a great thing there. And like I said, check us out. Make sure, like I said, like and subscribe to the show if you haven't. Make sure you guys check out the website, getrighff.com. We got tons of merch in there. We have our rankings. We have articles from Andrew. Make sure you guys check out the show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. Like I said, Mondays, we're going through waiver ads. Wednesday, we're doing roster construction, buy, sells, and stuff like that. And then on Friday, me and Rasta break down all the games and get your start system or start sits in there as well. Anthony will not allow that talk when I'm not here. Watch what you say about my Niners. It's all good, man. It's just what it's true though. So that boy saying thank you very much for your service, Patrick. As always, thank you again. Try making your fantasy team from Afghanistan and had my wife do it. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, it's good to get her involved though. I like that. It is what it is. I like I said, I don't know how you guys do it. I really respect everything you guys do. But like I said, check us out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also, every Sunday I'm here helping you guys set your lineups. So love having you guys here. Love the interaction with you guys. Glad that we can bring families together. Patrick and Drew meeting. I love it. So hope everybody has a great week 10. I'm going to be signing off now. So unless anyone has any other questions or anything that they want to talk about, Anthony saying thank you for your service, guys. Much respect. Yep. Like I said, love it. We love seeing it. But like I said, I think we're going to sign off now. If you guys have any other questions, hit us up on Sleeper. That's my Sleeper tag right there. So anytime you need me, always reach out. I'm always here. I usually respond within as short of time as I can. Anthony saying, thanks, Mike. Great show. That's what I'm here for, man. I appreciate that. The Niners deserve every bit of trash that's talked about them, Anthony. Shut up. You guys can work that out on the side. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week 10. Make sure you guys check us out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, 12:30 Eastern. Make sure you check us out on Sundays as well, 11 o'clock. That's why, that's when I'm here. Make sure you check out the Sleeper channel. Make sure you guys check out Underdog as well. Make sure you like and subscribe so that we can get, that $2, more to St. Jude's. Oh, I'll answer it. Not even average. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you on here. Welcome to the show. If you haven't, we're wrapping up, but it's okay. I'm here for you. PPR, start two of the three. Darrell Henderson, Deontay, and Justin Jefferson. Well, Darrell Henderson for sure. He's a lock for me. And I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. I just do not trust Deontay Johnson. And I'm just more inclined to play them. I know the Chargers are pretty good at, stopping wide receivers. They're more of a funnel offense where you can, run on them. But I do feel like Justin Jefferson should have a good game today over Deontay having Mason Rudolph throw him the ball. I just feel more comfortable with Kirk Cousins throwing the ball than, the targets going to him will be better. So I'm going Darrell and Justin Jefferson. So hope that's helpful. Like I said, like and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the Sleeper channel as well. Dem Boys saying great show. Oh, there we go. Not a problem, man. Make sure like and subscribe. Like I said, we're doing a lot. So Nerd Huddle saying sit Deontay. Can't trust that backup. No, you cannot. So everybody, good luck on week 10. I know this is like a 10-minute goodbye, but it's okay. I really rather help you guys. I'm all set up with my lineups and stuff, so I'm good to go. But I'm here for you guys every Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern, in the better time zone. 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. So make sure you check us out every Sunday. I'm here. And yeah. So Nerd Huddle saying, thanks, Mike. Love all our guys' content on Get Right. Well, yeah, same thing, man. We appreciate, letting us borrow Martin every so often and having me on, and love having you guys around. We're a great little group of people that, I'm glad to get be a part of, and glad I joined this type of community. So glad to have everyone. Glad to have the opportunity to do this every week. So thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Tank, for letting me be involved and, with you guys as well. So love it. So, all right, guys, time to sign off here, and good luck on your week 10.